Oh, hey, one time for your mind. It's your man Mastermind. Welcome to the Indie Show, all things indie. If this is your first time here, welcome. I appreciate you tuning in. We do this thing every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 on Central, 6 Mountain, and 5 o'clock on Pacific Time. That means as soon as you get off work, you are logging in, watching the show, and you will have the rest of your evening to do whatever y'all do because y'all are so back in the past. All right, so I got all of that out. What I like to do now is start a segment that I call One Time for Your Mind. And One Time for Your Mind, I just talk about whatever's on my mind, what's bugging me, whatever I want to get out, whatever I want to say. And today, I want to say we've had some calendar holidays. We had one today, one yesterday. Yesterday, I didn't get a chance because we weren't live. I want to say Happy Indigenous Peoples Day to everyone out there. Big shout outs to all my indigenous natives out there. One love. Now to all the folks that are looking at me sideways talking about, what about Christopher Columbus? I'm like, hey, we don't do that around here. Nope. So from now on, the 10th October, National or Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Say it with me. Indigenous Peoples Day. No more that other dude. Got it? Cool. Today's holiday. Yes, if you look on your calendar, one of the special calendars that has a special day for everything on the calendar, it is National Mental Health Day. A lot of people out there are suffering, especially because of the pandemic. There's a lot of people that was, didn't really have anyone. They was trapped inside the houses, just left with their own devices and just bored and stuck in the house. And it affected a lot of people's mental. A lot of other people were already suffering. Talk to somebody. Maybe today is the day you can say, hey, I'm going to get help somewhere. It's not taboo to talk to a psychologist or a therapist. But please talk to somebody, get some help that can actually help you, not someone that's just going to be your yes person. Got it? We love you and know that. All right? It's the Indie Show. JS1, play my intro.
Hey, yo, that time, man. The Indie Show. My main man, Mastermind.
The indie show, indeed, the flow sickening. Masterminded by mastermind, the plot thickens. Good riddance to other pies, the odds against them. Tuesday at 8 p.m., we back in business. Key is in the building, Jay is in the building. Giving the feeling that most of y'all been missing. All things indie, is it banging or whack? Can't call it, but we'll be the judge of that. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Majorly we envy, ain't no canceling this. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Majorly we envy, ain't no canceling this. And I'm gone.
The Indie Show with Mastermind.
Hey, it's official like a whistle. What's happening? Welcome to the Indie Show. It's your man, Mastermind. Let's get this show started. I'm feeling pretty good. It's Tuesdays. I'm recharged. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? First things first. This segment I like to call Hello Neighbor.
Hello, neighbor.
Hello Neighbor. So, check this out. I want to say hello to a few people out there. First of all, I want to start off and say, give my shout outs to our indie insiders. All right, big shout outs to Jay Kells, to my man Heath Gunn, and today is the last day from Terra Love Diva. If she doesn't check in today, she is going to fall off the platinum level. That's going to be a sad occasion. We do not want that to happen. All right. So if you want to get on our list, all you have to do is participate, be in the show. There's 3 shows in a row, and we put you on the plaque. Got it? The platinum plaque with our indie insiders. Big shout outs once again to Jay Kells. He's out there. He says, what does he say to the people out there? Another week to act up. What up, dog? What up to you, sir? It's not the same without you acting the fool. We appreciate that. Also, I want to shout out to a friend of mine. She's an actress and she is a singer, but she is putting all of that on pause because motherhood calls. She has some kids. Shout outs to Candy Pie. I see you. Appreciate you. Appreciate the love. She caught me off guard, and I was just like, oh, man, what up, what up, what up? And who else I want to shout out to? I don't know if y'all follow the podcast. Let me get this right. Love Life of an Asian Guy podcast. He doing big things over there. Talk about he is following the show. I'm gonna try to get him on the show in season 4. All right. And so big things. He's showing us love, amplifying the signal. I appreciate that. With that said, I got to say hello to my guy, the man that makes it happen. My man, JS1, what it do?
What's good? What's good?
Man,
yeah, we in the building. We here. We lit. You know what I'm saying?
In the building. It's gonna be a good show today, my friend.
Yeah, man. Hey, everybody got plenty of rest. We ready to go. I'm excited about today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a swaggy guest on today, man. Like, you know what I mean? I've been following him ever since you brought him into the first show. I mean, the first season. And I'm like, bro, I can't wait to talk to him again.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be fine. So it's one of them situations where you really need to tell your people to log in now because it's one of those type of situations. You want to be there when and say, oh, yeah, I saw him on the indie show. Then I started following him on Reservation Dogs and all of his concerts. My man, Sten Joddi is going to be in the building a little bit later. I'm excited. I've been trying to get him back for a minute. The stars have aligned, and it's kind of cool that he is showing up like a day after Indigenous Peoples Day. So I'm kind of crunk about that. We're gonna talk about all of that. All right, is he out there in the green room right now?
Hey man, real quick, Mastermind,
yeah.
You gotta make sure you ask him about all of them shirts he got, man. Like he be having all type of clothes, bro. His clothes be off the chain, and like he don't always be plugging. I'll be like, yo, where can I get this joint from? So like, I mean, he gotta tell us where we can get all of this stuff, man. Like he just be having.
No doubt. And you my homeboy, you my ride or die. So jump in there. It's a question I miss. You got to get in there. We got to tag team this thing, all right?
Got you, no problem.
Big shout out to Heath Gunn. He is down for the cause. This dude said, I'm going to be listening while biking. Have a great show. I appreciate that, Heath. This man is going to be biking around California, listening to the show. I know how he is. Hope he don't crash while laughing.
I was just about to say that. Please don't hit a tree.
Yes, man, because you know Jay Kells is going to say something outlandish, so I'm ready for it. All right, homie. You know what time it is? It's time for Previously On.
Previously on Ready to Die.
So, Previously On, this is where we do like a quick recap of last week's show. If you haven't seen last week's show, after this show tomorrow, please make time to go to our podcast or to BBC Live page or the indieshow.co. You have to check out our interview with JL the Great. And that interview was really great. Mm-hmm. I'm happy she came through. It was real motivational and inspirational. She was dropping some gems, especially during the interview process. If you were there in the chat last week, what did y'all think about the show? JS, what did you think about the show?
Oh, it was phenomenal, man. She was dropping gems on top of gems. So, man, like, it was just good to, not only that, but she was super positive. She was super engaged in the music segment. You know what I mean? We'll be the judge of that. Like, she was definitely a highlight of the season. You know what I mean? And you know how you look at somebody and like her page, she's like a beautiful person.
Yeah.
But like, man, like she's super intelligent, and like I hope people tap into her, man. She had a lot to teach people, and like, man, I just can't wait for her to come back on maybe one day soon.
For sure, and she had something for the brothers when she talking to the being out there. As a matter of fact, do we have footage? Oh wait, hold on. Jay Kells, he made a comment about JL. He says her passion was infectious. True.
Mm-hmm.
That
I'm
is
quite
so
sure you
true.
weren't quite sure you weren't infected, J. Kells. Mm-hmm. Big time.
Yeah, Jay Kells definitely was asking questions and everything. All
Give
right,
you-
so
you-
do we
you
have a
wanna-
clip?
Yes, sir. I'm ready to run it whenever you are.
Let's go ahead and play that.
I never bought into all men are dogs. I don't believe that. And I cannot be a blessing to you if I see you less than a king. But I understand how it shaped me and how I'm confident because my father told me I'm more than enough.
Man, this was like mind-boggling. Like, you know, it blew me away to be around so many powerful men with so many varying stories.
You have an opportunity to interact with other brothers out here who may be going through similar struggles as yourself, or maybe you may have something that you're able to impart into another person.
There's not a lot of spaces for black men to just kind of be vulnerable and be themselves. And so this Reclaiming the Kingdom series, number one, just gave us an opportunity to just be vulnerable and just be transparent. And that in and of itself is just gold.
Go to my social media and stay tuned for the flyer for the next Reclaiming Your Kingdom. They will be monthly again, and I would love for you to come. It's a safe space for men to come and to feel seen and heard. So stay tuned for the next Reclaiming Your Kingdom, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace.
Without a doubt, that was an excellent show. And like you said, JS1, at some point, we have to get her back on the show.
Mm-hmm.
That is,
Most definitely.
without a doubt. If not, find a way to be on set with her on one of her specials.
Let's go. We can open up and be vulnerable. Tell her I gotta be very vulnerable with her. Like I ain't got no problem with that. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Let me not be inappropriate.
Yeah. Oh, come on now. You know what it is. Okay, speaking of opening up and being vulnerable, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's about that time. Put your hands together for the one and only Sten Joddi.
Let's go.
You see it. You see it.
Let's go.
What's up? Big blessings, man. How you doing? A wonderful feeling to be on the show again, man. You know, just
already.
living,
I see
bro.
you, fam. I see you. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. Just been grinding, man. Just really out here grinding, and like, it's been a crazy year. And I just want to give shout out to the creator for putting everything in play and in motion. And you know how the universe works, man. It just, you put that energy out there.
Yeah.
You know, with the hard work and the never giving up part, you mix that in with being truthful to yourself and the universe, man, and it's gonna give you what you put into it. You know what I mean?
So a lot of stuff is, that's right, give him applause because he deserves it. So a lot has taken place in your life since the last time you've been on the show.
Yeah, I mean, crazy. Yeah, so like I don't even know where to begin, man.
No, we got time, dude. This whole show is based around you. So we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk, you know, all that in between. You ready?
Right. So refresh me what had Reservation Dogs dropped when we did our interview last time?
Yeah, so it was season 1. And it was the interview with Funny Bone.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, man. I mean, since Reservation Dogs has went crazy worldwide, like mainstream status, man, like my journey, my mission that I've always been on, even before the show. And then, you know, my whole life really is just being about a positive influence in Indian country with indigenous youth and indigenous communities, and trying to bridge those gaps in between our communities, Black and Native as well. And like, you know, it's an ongoing you know, struggle every day, because everybody feels a different way. But as it all started to boil up and we're getting noticed, you know, people are seeing me on that level where my message is actually getting out there. People are actually visible to who I am as a human, as an everyday person. And my story is actually being able to be told now. And, you know, I'm going all across the country, just telling my story. And in that, you know, it becomes an inspirational, motivational situation, man, where, you know, we didn't have that as indigenous youth before this generation. Like before.
Oh, dude, we about to get into that. So let's just set this up. Let's get the people to. We want them to know who you are. All right, we got a whole bunch of segments we're gonna get through.
Right.
Before we do the segment that I call elevator pitch, I'm gonna make it harder on you by letting the world know what I know. So Sten Joddi is a Muskogee Creek, a father, a husband, an award-winning indigenous hip-hop artist. He is a tattoo shop owner and tattoo artist with 20 years experience. He is an actor, guest starred in Reservation Dogs on FX. He is a health and sobriety lifestyle advocate, a motivational speaker working with at-risk youth and youth adults. He also likes to bring laughter into your life with comedy. To learn more about booking him for events and speaking engagements and all that, go to Tattoo Music with MUZIK.com, tattoomusic.com. Now, I done told everybody that. Now, it is your goal in this segment that I like to call elevator pitch.
Who the hell do you think you are?
What was that? Oh, okay.
All right. So, man, JKL said, you trailblazing. All right. Here we go. So, in elevator pitch, you have a certain amount of time to pitch yourself. All right. And your time is based upon the roll of this die. I rolled it and you rolled a 4. So that means you have 40 seconds to introduce yourself to the world, make it creative and good. I've seen really good pitches in 10 seconds, and I've seen people flame out in 60 seconds. Do you have that magic and energy and creativity to kill it and knock it dead in 40 seconds?
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, JS1, you know what to do. 40 seconds on the clock. Let's go.
Kens JS Stongo Sten Joddi Jeffgados. Arbika, Muskogee Creek Nation, Coxsogee Clan. Sten Joddi is a motivational, inspirational, indigenous person out here just trying to grind. I've acted in a few things. I'm working on something right now. And then, you know, I'm from Glenpool, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I represent Iowa as well. And the Muskogee Creek Nation, Seminole, know what it is, man. Big blessings, man.
Big blessings. With 2 cents left on the clock, I like it. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's how we start this thing off, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't messing around. All right. This is a fun thing I like to do. Getting to know folks. I call this segment New Phone Who This.
New phone, who this? New phone, who this?
All right, so I'm gonna ask you these rapid fire questions. All I need for you to do is just to keep it 100 with me and the rest of the world. Okay?
That's what's up.
That's what's up. JS, what's my first question? You know what it is. This is my favorite question, and the people in the chat rooms love it too. How do you like your grits, sir? Cheese with sugar, salt and pepper, or butter?
A and C.
A and C. What was A and C again? Put that back up there.
All right.
Cheese and salt and pepper. That's what I'm talking about.
All day. I've never understood why you put sugar on corn.
Thank
My
you.
man.
Thank you.
My
Thank
man.
you. Thank
We've
you.
had some folks come on the show and proudly say they like sugar on their grits. I don't understand it.
I don't get it. Well, that's
Yeah.
cool. You know, whatever.
He said, whatever. All right, next question. What is your favorite pie of what's listed? Pecan, sweet potato, pumpkin, or Dutch apple?
Boy. I'm an Oklahoma boy, so we're going to have to do pecans, you know. Pecan pie. That's where we grow pecans in northeast Oklahoma, you know, so.
Yeah, gotta respect that.
Gotta respect it. Look, I'm from Arkansas, and we used to have a huge pecan tree in my yard. Shoot, had one in my grandma's yard. So all I knew growing up was grabbing those pecans off the ground, cracking them open with my hand, and it's like, let's go.
Yeah, in Oklahoma, you can get summer jobs and like harvest jobs up in there in the orchards and shake the trees. You climb up in the trees and you shake the trees, man, and it brings all the pecans down.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
From where I'm from, like if you had a pecan tree or whatever, you can collect as much of the pecans as you want and then take them to somebody and they buy them by the pound.
Yes. Yes.
Yep, my dude. All right, JKL's out there talking about preach. What did he say? Preach, no sugar. Look at that. Team No Sugar is in the building. JS1, next question, please. My brother, you are hosting game night. What 2 games are we definitely playing at your spot?
Like any sport, or what are we talking about?
It's a game night. Usually board games, cards, and stuff like that.
I mean, we're probably looking at Oklahoma Sooner game, or a Thunder game.
Not basketball. No, I'm talking about like board games.
Oh, board games.
Yeah, like cards, board games, and stuff like that.
Oh, you know, we got to do Monopoly, man. Monopoly is like number one. Probably, you know, just a good game of spades if you got a couple of them. You know.
There you go. Yeah.
That's JS.
The next one probably be dominoes. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, JS1 pulling through. You got all his games.
Yeah, all of my favorites.
Right.
Now, are you good at Monopoly? People like to play Monopoly, but are you good at Monopoly?
Man, you know, I don't think I've ever even finished the game of Monopoly. It'd be so long. Everybody be ready to go to sleep, and nobody wants to finish. And then somebody just gives up. Like, just take my money.
Yeah, that's real talk. That's real talk. I feel you on that one. All right, what's next? What's the first song on your Groove Session mixtape?
Redbone, gotta come and get your love. You know, Redbone, man. Yeah.
I got you. I'm compiling the list.
Yeah.
All right. That was new for the list. All right, next question. Hollywood just greenlit a movie about your brother. What actor should play you?
I don't know. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's what I do. Ask good questions.
That's a good
I'm here to make you think.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and if it's gonna be a story about me and being younger before now, I would go ahead and I would do probably, you know, DeFaro Wudatai, the one that plays Bear.
Bear. Oh man.
Right. Like
I think he has skills.
He can pull off the swag, bro. I think he could do it. You know what I mean?
So whoever
and that's before all the tattoos, right?
Yeah.
It's before all the tattoos and all that stuff. So I think that would be, you know, he could probably pull that one off.
That dude, he is nice with it.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Yeah. Okay, then. Yeah, look, give a shout out to your son on the TV show. I see you. You're cutting cords. Which streaming service has to go? Netflix, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, or Amazon Prime?
Ooh. You know what? I mean, I know I'll probably get flagged. A lot of people, I hope. Damn, don't mess up future jobs though. Look at you. Look at you.
You got to be careful.
That's the right answer. You keep them all.
Right. I gotta run all that.
I got paper. I'm running with all of them. Hey, big shout outs to our favorite PR person out there. Miriam Nubian Queen is in the chat, and she says she is getting rid of Amazon. Wow. All right. Here we go. It's karaoke night. What song is your go-to song, brother? You about to set it off. What you doing?
Oh. Probably Dr. Dre, man. Let's just do the old Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg.
Oh, he taking it back. You do it
hey,
both parts.
Though. So, it is, you know what I mean? The 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at your door. Ready to make an entrance, so back on up. Hey, you know what I mean?
Hey, we was about to put that full screen on you. I was just like, okay, he out here flowing. Hey, well, ladies and gentlemen, Tara Love Diva is in the building. Oh. Hey, way to save your platinum status, my dear. Welcome back. We've missed you. All right, that was my last question, wasn't it, JS?
Yes, sir.
My friend, you have survived New Phone Who This. Congratulations. So we're about to flip gears. I want to talk to you. So last time we were here, you had your album. We played Greasy Fryberry. I discovered you because of Reservation Dogs, and they played the video on the show. Right. And so I went back to the video. I went back to YouTube and started looking. I was just like, oh, this dude is for real. Okay, I got that. We have your new song. Hey, do you have that thank you, JS?
I'm pulling it up right now.
So I want you to tell us a little bit about thank you. I want to play this video for everybody that's out there. Then we're going to move on to a new section, all right?
Yeah, so I mean, just simply put, it's for the fans. It actually speaks on a lot of stuff that's going on in my life in indigenous communities and just things that I've been going through in the last few years. And it just all kind of came into this. And then, I was really trying to come up with a hook that was really going to be powerful. And you know what? I was just like, let me just be simple with this and just simply tell them thank you. Right. And after all of the things, that's what I'm doing, is saying thank you to everybody, including yourself, man. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Now that's hard.
Yo. Okay, so I usually don't watch videos or listening to songs before I play them on the show because I want to give a real-time reaction to something. But when I was making the flyer today, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to add thank you in the background of the flyer. And so when I was listening to it, I was just like, oh, man, this go hard. This go hard. So we played the video. I was just like, yo, the visuals go hard. It matches what you spitting, bruh. Bravo.
I appreciate it, man. Real
quick, how about this?
That video was like, the concept was crazy. And my homeboy, Lyrical, from Technicians, man, in Waterloo, Iowa, is who shot and edited that video. and he killed it, man. Like,
He
Yeah,
got
dang.
down on that.
yeah, they definitely killed that. That joint is crazy.
So the whole thing is green screen, as you could probably see. So the whole thing, every scene is green screen.
I'm gonna
That's
have to go
crazy.
back.
Yeah, and it's crazy because just how he did it with the lighting and everything in his big studio he's got in Waterloo. Um, he has all that there for for that specific reason. So I had to go in on this one. I really thought it needed a really dope video for the people, for my message, what I was trying to convey, and he came across and seen my vision in my mind, and he put it out there for me. So shout out technicians, shout out Waterloo, Iowa, shout out Lyrical TMG, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as a collaboration, y'all really got down on that. Before I let JS1 speak, I got to go to the chat room because they've been falling in love with you ever since that video started. Okay, I'm gonna go in reverse order. J. Kells, he says the video matched the song's energy like a mug.
Mado.
Love Diva, she is loving that.
Thank you.
Back to J. Kells. He wants to know: is this on Spotify?
Of course, it is on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. It's on iHeart Radio. It's on all of them. All of
Run
them.
them numbers up, people. Let's go.
Run that. You know what I mean?
He also says that the flow and charisma is crazy.
Thank you.
Hashtag respect. And Miriam Nubian Queen says true lyricist, no break between bars.
Oh,
And
yes.
this is hard as hell, man. So it's going down. You got a winner with that one. As you see in the background, we got the website. That's tattoomusic.com, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What all can people find on Tattoo Music?
Everything pretty much. You got my whole bio. You can really dig deeper in there, and you can really just check it all out. It's got the music. It's got all the links to of course, the platforms right there. I got booking information. I have the Sten Joddi merch. You can either click the photo and it'll send you straight to the website, or you can, take a photo of that QR code right there and it'll send you to the website to get merch. I got crazy t-shirts and crazy stuff going on. I have so much stuff going on. I think I overheard your homie, saying I don't plug it enough. It's true, man. Like I'm just so busy. Like I try to make enough posts, but they get lost in there. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Well, you made JS1 happy because he was like, make sure you talk to him about the t-shirts because you have some t-shirts on. I'll let him speak for himself.
Nah, I mean, I follow you on Instagram. So, like, when I see you posting pictures, I'll be like, yo, that shirt is so hard. Like, where did he get that shirt from? And then you'll post another one, and it'll be a completely different shirt. It's like, I don't even remember you wearing the same t-shirt twice for real, which is a flex on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? But, like, right. I love that it's like hood dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you from this side of the country, like, we got shirts that's kind of like about the way we talk and the type of stuff we into, but then it's like you got everything that's like from where you from, is what you into, is your lifestyle, and I love that, man. I love that your merch is lifestyle. It's about what you you know what I mean? It's like you're not trying to be us, you just doing you, and I respect that, bro. And not that I'm necessarily want to be Native American, but I'm like, yo, the designs are so dope. I just be wanting to tap in.
Hey, man, and that's the same thing. At the end of the day, it's like, that's why I love hip-hop so much, is because it was something that I could gravitate to. It was something I could relate to because of what the hell I was going through as a youth. Mm-hmm. And, like, as Native American, I'm just going to keep it 100. We didn't have things like that website you just had up when I was a kid. So I didn't have all these things like this. So another thing I do that a lot of artists don't do is I plug other people's brands, other Native
Mm-hmm.
American entrepreneurs, other Native American people out there doing and pushing and grinding in a positive way. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
wearing one of my brother's shirts right now.
Okay.
You know,
Mm.
in your TP, create Savage by Nature t-shirts. I'm all about sharing the love of anybody positive doing anything from Black community to Native community to the Mexican community to, you know, whatever is we out here. And I'm trying to
That's
just
my
push that
dog.
positive energy,
That's
bro.
my dog.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Man, fire pieces, man. Whoever your designers are, they are awesome. They are monster, man.
So some of these on the collections is an actual artist that I've got, my homeboy Giero. He goes by NFT Graphics on Facebook. And he's killing it. You know, you can check out my page and find him, it's no problem. Also, like, so yeah, that's his original, that WTF, that's an original. And then so we also are integrating AI into our designs. So we're using sometimes we're using the AI generator, and we will then switch up that one for one generated piece, and we will take it and we'll tweak with it and we'll mess with it and we'll create our own, you know, from off of our own. So a lot of these
Gotcha.
things you're seeing is all one for one. Ain't nobody got these designs, man. Straight up. You know what I mean?
Nice, nice. Look, I saw something that you posted today, a T-shirt. It was a young lady that was the daughter of the actor that was on Predator.
Yeah, Sonny Landham's daughter. Yes. You know, he goes, you know, most people know him by Billy Soul from the Predator movie. He's the one that took his shirt off, got war painted up, and took the Bowie knife and ran it across his chest and ready for war, you know what I mean? And so in all aspects of the comic book world, right? Like that was supposed to branch off into what we now know as Prey, the new movie out on Hulu. And so all these things were supposed to be connected. That was supposed to be him come, like everything connects, you know what I mean? So
Gotcha.
it's really dope that I created that shirt and out of the inspiration of the new Prey movie and Predator. I'm just an old kid at heart, you know what I mean? And she out of nowhere seen it on Instagram, man, seen me post it and reached out and was just like overwhelmed with emotion and was like, yo, thank you for keeping my father's face alive. And like, yo, like it's so dope. I was like, yo, I'm gonna send you a whole pack. You know what I mean? Like, I got you. So I sent her the whole pack, and then just so happens she is a model, an actress, an activist with indigenous rights movements and stuff like that. Like, and she's killing the game too. So it just all happened in a way, man, where, you know, we're just reciprocating that love once again, man. It's all about positivity and like showing the people that you can actually achieve, you know, coming from the res or coming from that urban community. And you can rise above those circumstances, man, and you can connect with other people trying to do the same thing, and it can happen, you know. So that's what I'm out here trying to do.
My man, yeah, put your hands together for Sten Joddi. Look at this.
Man.
This is a special episode. Look, I got my man Sten Joddi in the building. It's the indie show, all things indie. It's your man Mastermind. I got JS1 on the boards. And in the green room, I have a special guest. I have a special guest host that's going to pop up. You know,
Lord.
I had to do it big because Sten Joddi was here. So and I'm doing this for all of the Takeover Countdown fans from back in the day. I hope this person is ready because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, put your hands together for the one and only. It's the Diva.
Hi, Mastermind. Hi, everyone.
Hey, baby, what's happening?
Hello.
What up? What up? What up?
So, just to let everybody know that if you're new to this young lady that's right here, not only is she my wife, but she was my co-host for my show, the indie. Not the. It was before the indie show. This followed the indie show. It was our radio show, the Takeover Countdown. How you doing, Lo?
I'm doing okay. My apologies to everyone. I was supposed to be on live, as Mastermind knows, but I got hung up doing some stuff. So I'm, a diva has to wear many hats. So, I didn't want to make y'all dizzy by doing a lot of different stuff and everything. But I'm glad to be here nonetheless.
That's what's up. Hey, Tara Love Diva says, hello, the Diva.
Hi, Love Diva.
It's a reunion. So what we're going to do next, we're going to do our next segment. It's called We'll Be the Judge of That.
Court is now in session.
Hey, Diva, is there a way you can take your phone off speakerphone?
What?
Are you on speakerphone?
Don't think I am.
Oh, all right. I'm just getting feedback.
You're getting feedback. Okay, let me see what I can do on my end.
All right, so what we're about to do is start playing some videos.
Yep. The first one. Hold on for a second.
There we go.
All right. So the first joint for the day. Hold on for a second. All right. So the first one we're gonna do is the artist's name is Drip Case, and the song is called Manhattan.
No.
All right. So before you go,
did I mess that up?
No. That's Chase Manhattan.
Yeah, Sten, tell me about this artist.
Oh, okay. And the record is called Drip. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fix that on the thing. But all right, y'all check the record out. We'll be right back.
I love Sten Joddi's tattoo music.
That was hard. That record was super hard. That record was super hard. Yeah, all right. That's crazy, bro. I'm about to be banging that joint all the time. Like, seriously, that's a crazy
right, so let me go,
record.
So let me go to the comments real quick. Comments. We got JKL's. The visuals tonight are crazy. That plain intro was fire. All right. Tara Love Diva said, I'm liking the beat. And then JKS can't get enough of himself. He says that I would ride out to this for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me bring in, and this is one of the reasons why the Diva is here, because she is going to be making comments. She's going to be making comments during this section, just like the old days. So after that, we'll let JS, you can finish talking. Diva, what did you think about that first one?
I enjoyed it immensely. Yeah, it was hot. It was hot, definitely. Many props.
Yeah, that's Chase Manhattan. He's out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. I believe he's I want to say Anishinaabe, and he's also my tribe, Muskogee Creek. And he got through just rocking the Creek Fest with me this past year, this summer. And man, like, we've been rocking with each other for many, many years, man, on the underground scene. Been doing underground shows and stuff for a long time, and we're finally getting seen in this way. You know, we got dope videos. You know what I mean?
Did you say Creek Fest?
Yeah.
What is that?
So Muskogee Creek Fest is a festival that my tribe puts on once a year. It's usually the third weekend of June every year, and we haven't had one for 2 years because of the COVID. And this last year, just this summer, we were able to bring all that back, and They bring out entertainment for all the people. It's a big situation. We have stomp dance and like carnival rides for the kids and softball tournaments. Just a lot of good community get-togetherness.
Okay, that sounds good, man.
Yeah, it's fun.
So I got a question. So like, is it open for outsiders to come through and like, so say if I wanted to come to the Creek Fest, is that acceptable or cool, or is that just something that's private? Oh, all right. I mean, I I don't want to disrespect nobody's stuff. You know what I mean?
So this is the misconception of a lot of like. So there are ceremonies, there are things that are specific to your tribe or your clan and your family. And those things are usually the things that, are only for those certain people to attend. But outside of that, so you're talking about powwows, you might be talking about, Creek Fest or any of these Comanche Nation Fair or any of these things that are happening in these indigenous communities. You are so welcome. Like, right?
Awesome.
Like anybody and everybody is welcome. That is the point of these things. It's not only for us to celebrate ourselves and get our communities and be with each other and do our our powwow dances, and some are traditional, some are for competing, some are just for just to go out there and get that energy and put that energy back into the ground, into the circle. And like, so when you're doing all of that, it's good to get the outside community to come, because then you get an understanding of who we are as a people, right? Like you get a window in to see us at doing things that is our culture. And that's the whole point of powwow and stuff like that, was that at the beginning it was created as almost like a show for non-indigenous people, right?
Gotcha.
It was kind of used in a way to make money, like Buffalo Bill like did his powwow Western shows back in the day. And like we realized, see, being indigenous, it was illegal to practice our religious ways. It was illegal to do our ceremonies and sing our songs even. And it was illegal to do these things.
When you say illegal, are you talking about the U.S. government didn't want you doing this, or is this something?
This was a law. These were laws that were not to be disobeyed, or you will spend time in federal prison. Before 1979, it was illegal for Native Americans to practice their religion.
So let me get this straight. They take your land and then they tell you can't celebrate your own religion.
It was called the assimilation.
Okay.
Right? So they wanted to kill the Indian within us and save the man and create a new person. So the only way that you can kill the Indian from within is to take the children away and put them in boarding schools and brainwash them into a colonized Western way of thinking. And that is what was done with us by the millions. And if parents that didn't want to give their kids up would face, death, I mean, at the simplest form, death. And if not, you would face jail time, imprisonment, for not allowing the government to take your kids to boarding schools. So on top of all of these things, it's like one begets the next, right? So it's like it just gets deeper, man. Like I can talk about this for hours, right? It's hard to fathom that it wasn't hundreds of years ago for me.
And that's the scary thing.
Right. Everybody always sits here and wants to debate a Native American most of the time and say, oh, this is 100 years ago for you. This was a long time ago for you. Why is it such a big deal? It's not even bothering you. I'm like, like my dad was alive in the 70s, right? Like he's still alive now. So to tell me that it's not directed generational trauma passed down direct from my father to me and backwards the other way, you know, from his father to their father, his mother, and so on. And you got to understand that, like, it's the last boarding school was closed in 1993. So like, it's crazy to think that we're the only people in America of a free America to freedom of speech, freedom of religion, or supposed to be, and all these things. It wasn't for Native Americans until 1979, and then other laws, like we weren't even fully able to vote until way later, right? As Native people. So like things are still all still coming about. Like for a lot of people, these are new things. These are new to a lot of people that don't know. And the thing is that it's not your fault that you don't know. It's the government's fault that they didn't tell you, right? They lied to you as well, to us. And so there is no fault in like, oh, well, you should know that I'm going through this and get mad, right? Like,
and especially now when people wanted to get rid of history books or whitewash history, how are we supposed to know? Right. Especially if they keep us away from each other and at each other's necks, how can we have a conversation? Be like, you know, your story's like my story. They did they did the same thing to me.
Bing! I swear to God, that is the whole thing. It blows people's mind when they finally realize the struggle isn't a fictional, like storybook, right? Like, you know, it's not something that is like we're all sitting around the res and like in this good like Hollywood way, like we're sitting on a hill on our horse and everything is wonderful on the res. And like, don't get me wrong, there are people on the res that strive and survive and like thrive on the res, and they don't ever want to leave, and they have a way of life, and that's the way is great for them specifically, you know. And we try to hold on to those things in certain ways. But then you have natives like me that come from the streets, that come from a city atmosphere, that come from an urban atmosphere and had to disconnect his whole life and finally connecting. I'm connecting no different than a lot of these people that are just now waking up to the struggle that we have had, you know, and what the government has not told you and not had let in on. That's why shows like Reservation Dogs, these new shows and these new movies are coming out, and it's going to open everybody's mind, man. And it's finally good time. I'm alive to see it, so I can be like, yo, I don't have to keep explaining this.
That's crazy.
Link now,
big facts. I'm like, it's so crazy how similar the black community and the Native American, because as you're describing your trials and tribulations, it's like, well, we ain't even have a religion. They just gave us Christianity and was like, yeah, that's what it is. So like, and they really brainwashed the crap out of us more than the Native Americans did. So
I do want to be like, so like, I use the word religion because that's the only thing that most people can understand, right? So we really don't have a religion, right? We just have a way of life, right? We live in unison with the earth. So it's really not a religion. We believe in one creator created everything, but everything has a spirit, so you must respect everything, right? Everything has a spirit. Even the bad things have a spirit. Why do you think they call alcohol spirits?
Talk to we preaching today. Look, y'all didn't think y'all was gonna get all of this today, did you? We have a lot of fun on the indie show, but when we drop knowledge, my people, they come on and drop knowledge. They drop knowledge. Understand, it's the indie show. Right now, what you need to be doing is telling a whole bunch of other folks that they do not need to be missing this. VBCLife.com. You can watch it online and join us in the chat. We love it when you participate in the chat. If you have questions for Sten, will you answer questions if they ask them?
Of course.
Because I'm feeling like right now, today, this conversation that we're having, there's no such thing as a dumb question, right?
No, there isn't. Not really.
There we go. We going in today. We having fun. And look, folks, this is just we'll be the judge of that. We haven't even gotten to the one-on-one interview section. It's going down. Look, JK's in the chat enjoying it. He says generational trauma is real. He is loving the information that is being shared. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sten. You're the man. And also, what did he say? He said, research your history, folks. History 101 failed you.
Yes,
Already.
indeed.
All right. So, you know how, if you enjoyed this conversation and this was just the music portion, wait till we really get deep and start talking about some stuff in one-on-one. All right, what is the second song we're gonna play?
All right, this is Savage Fam,
Yes.
Wolf Dancing. Let's get to it.
They forced my grandma to the city and divorced her from the forest, so we learned to put in work while you worked on your performance. We will always hate it, congregating with the poorest of killers that fire a wheel just to try to feel important. Trying to escape these prisons while you living for the warden. And we got lost because our conscience couldn't ignore it. So while you selling out, I hope you know we can't afford it. These stories we bringing forward are ones that are not rewarded with awards and accolades. This history not recorded. Something that came before all these foreigners were important, so take warning. See, we were born in the basement, below the concrete, where honestly we don't take shit and we don't say shit. When we about to make them moves crack, all this was by design, and now it's time to bring them wolves back. Wolf dancing on some more shit, ski mask with a full clip. And if you acting funny, anybody can get ghosted. If you part of the problem, you honestly won't get the shit I say, cause I awaken ancient conversations while I river bay. Different day, the same principles will apply. Our existence was never written, and history's full of lies. Our resistance on the front line, don't apologize or forgive. Not many are people left, cause few were allowed to live. I ain't proud of it either. Now I'm surrounded by heathens who ain't afraid to bring their power out and are down to get even. What? Might think I'm crazy, but we need to wait a sec. We in the sticks, wolf dancing, trying to raise the dead. With my family of savages, bringing native back. If you want it, ain't a problem, we can bang it out. Wolf dancing, huh?
I pushed myself off to the forest and divorced my fucking city. For reason of infidelity, I will not show no pity. The cedar trees were calling, so my spirit got the mob and dropped our paddles in the water, pulling forward with the sharks, man. Dead to the machine like their president, stamped on green. Only savages in my circle, my family is moving mean. No characters in the scene, cut the lights and we killing dreams. Now I'm dancing with clown wolves and we strictly opposing peace. We don't honor the legal system, legality's not important. My children will grow up watching me burning them with the torches. Corpses on top of courts, am I supposed to think they important? Hell nah, I let them burn like the crosses that they enforcing. I might get shot for that. Fuck it, I'm shooting back. And Loki got my back. Oh yeah, we thundered that. My finger trigger itching. I guess it's funkin' season. How we gon' show these motherfuckers how we deal with treason?
Wolf dancing, huh?
That's hard.
That is super. Look, that's angry music. Look, I was sitting here. Look, when he started spinning in the beginning, I was just like, "Oh shoot! This is a whole different level." Look, this kind of reminded me of the Clips. I'm thinking somewhere almost like Philadelphia hardcore rap, almost. Oh man, I want to say MOP. I'm getting that. We about to fight. This is. I'm not your friend. This is not happy music. We going in.
Yeah.
And ripping throats and spitting hot fire. That's what I was getting from that. And that beat.
Yo,
it's
man,
eerie, and it goes with everything they were saying.
Man, them are the bros, man. Them are the real goons in the mud for real. Out there living that indigenous life on the res, bro. Fishing every day, watching their families grow, and them dudes are the first ones on the front lines when some shit pops off. They're the first ones that'll go fuck somebody up for hitting their old lady, and they're the first ones, bro. Like them is real goons right there. They are not playing in that video, bro. Like,
much respect.
Them's my
much
bros.
respect.
You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You know what I mean?
The music is off the chain, man. Like I love the fact that they goons. Everybody loves goons, but like, yo, the fact that they make dope records, that's even crazier. It's like, yo, that's crazy. Shoo. And like the dress code and the visual, yo, bro, that's so, it's like I'm just blown away. It's like, yo, hip hop has saturated so much stuff, man, and I'm like, I love the fact that giving everybody that platform to create in their own unique way, but it's still like, I understand it from my space, even though I may not understand what every phrase means. I understand the pain and the problems, and you know what I mean. Like, it's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
That's love, man. That's love, bro. Real stuff, man. Like, it's taken a long time for us to catch that love, and even in the lyrics in that last song is like, you know, we're not, this is the music that doesn't get awards, it doesn't get the accolades, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I put cats on like that. When I have an opportunity to showcase those individuals, I want to show the world that there are individuals out there really rocking for the people, man. Really rocking for a real purpose, and it ain't just Hollywood shit, you know what I mean?
JKL said, I almost punched a wall. Fight music.
Yeah.
Already. Hey, Diva, if you can hear me, what did you think of that? You back there fighting? I saw you had turned off your camera. What you got?
No, I wasn't fighting. I'll be honest, I was having a little trouble seeing the video. I was listening to the song, but I was having a little trouble seeing the video because I'm looking on my phone. And so I'm looking at it and it's vertical, and like half of it was getting chopped up. So I'm only seeing half of the video. The half that I saw was great, but it was great. I like the song. I mean, it kind of puts you in a whole mood. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I could really. I'm in a way, I'm kind of glad that the video was a little off for me because it forced me to listen to the song. So
you know, the way I would put that song in just one word would just probably be like resistance.
Resistance.
You know what I mean? Like that's what that song or video kind of represents and just that's in my opinion. You know what I mean? But I feel like, you know, it's a good word for that. You know, they represent resistance.
Gotcha. Cool.
Got you.
Man, we coming with it. We got some of everything tonight. All right, folks. Let us know which one, what you thought about that. If you haven't responded, go ahead and add that in the chat. And like I said, tell folks the show is not over. We're halfway. Tell folks to go ahead and log in and be a part of this experience. JS, who's our third artist?
So I got 2 records. So I got, and I apologize if I'm not saying this right. Is it Dreezus?
Yep.
All right, and then I also have Chase Manhattan again. It's a native thing.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually,
it's an
ensemble. Yeah. So which one y'all want to run with? You want to run this?
We heard. Did we already do Chase?
Yeah, we already heard that one before.
All right. I want to see somebody different. So we're gonna do Dreezus.
That works for me. I'll pull them up right now.
And while you're doing that, JKL said, "I'm gonna play this song at work and let whatever happen happen." It's a dope song.
Yeah. Yep.
Before we start commenting, tell us about Dreezus.
Yeah, man. Dreezus, man, he been in the game many moons now, man. He's a Canadian indigenous native up there in Canada. Been in the hip hop game up there a long time. You know, I've been listening to him for a while. He was doing mainstream things up there in Canada. Like a lot of native rappers were doing a lot of dope things in Canada before American native rappers had started doing things and getting noticed, I guess you would say, on a certain level. So they've been doing things. They were actually a part of the Magnificent Seven. They did a song with Taboo from Black Eyed Peas, and they were actually on the red carpet at one of the MTV Awards. They were all kind of spread across the red carpet. He was one of them. They did a song for the Standing Rock situation in
Okay.
North Dakota. And so, yeah, man, it was definitely, you know, I just love to showcase cats that's speaking real stuff from our stuff. I mean, I know we got natives that are doing other things that are more mainstream, and you know, there's other natives out there that are all still about popping bottles and showing, you know, how much money they got and how cool their cars are and all that stuff.
Well, so that's a thing too,
And that's cool. That's okay. I want all success for everybody. You know, it's just in the lane that I'm in. I want to push that positivity. I'm a father of three. I have five altogether. I'm a father of three little girls. So I have two older boys. So it's like I just want to be that positive person that I didn't have in my life, because I've already did all the negative stuff I need to do in my life. I'm good. I'm good with all the negative stuff. I done did enough of that for 2 lifetimes. So I'm good, man.
JKL says this genre of hip hop needs more attention. The artistry is crazy. So that made me think of a question. Is there like a video channel or a web show that plays indigenous music and videos?
So we have like FNX, but it's a PBS station that kind of plays our music out of the West Coast, and I know they've branched off into other states. But it's just a small segment. There really isn't. I mean, there's other things like podcasts that are popping up, and YouTube channels and stuff like that that are showcasing native artists. I know Apple Music has, as of lately in the last few years, and Spotify as well, started to put indigenous playlists together, curating playlists. So that's awesome to see happening. What's really crazy is there's really no platform like that created for us here in the United States. Again, in Canada, they have the Juno Awards and like Indigenous Music Countdown, and they have these things that we really don't have here. And I don't know what they did different to create their space like they did up there, but I would say we need to maybe take notes from them. Ask them, how did you do this? And like, can we make this happen here? I know we having even the award that I won not too long ago is from Canada, man. And it's the Indigenous Hip Hop Award Show, International Indigenous Hip Hop Award Show. And then we have the NAMMYs here, which is Native American Music Awards. And we have the Indigenous Music Awards. I think that's still, I want to say that's in Canada as well. I mean, there's a lot of things that we just don't have here. You know, we don't have our own TV stations, our own networks. We don't really have our own radio stations or networks.
And I was just about to ask you about radio. Since there so many artists, is your music playing on local radio?
So for like, we have res radio stations and stuff, of course, that play like, you know, that will probably play some of our things, but again, not on the mainstream level, right? They're you know, we don't have you know, Hot 97. We don't have anything at that level, you know, where even if we are being heard on our local stations, it's not at a bigger level where people are actually listening and tuning in to the popular station. So again, if you are starting to love Native hip hop, if this is your first time to be introduced to Native hip hop, I would say definitely just look up Native music, period, of all genres, because we're all out there, from rock and roll to R&B to country music to heavy metal and blues bands and just everything. You know, even the band I mentioned earlier, Redbone, Come and Get Your Love. Everybody knows that song, but they rarely know that it's played by a fully indigenous rock band.
Wow.
Right? Come and get your love. You know what I'm saying? It was on Galaxy, you know, the Galaxy.
Guardians of the
movie.
Galaxy.
Yeah, all that. So, you know, these are some of the things that people are oblivious to in mainstream society. Also, another good movie, a documentary, if you want to know about indigenous music, is Rumble. Just type in Rumble documentary, Indians in rock and roll. You know,
Oh, take notes, people. We got homework.
and it'll make you, it'll blow your mind on who's native. It'll blow your mind on who has native and why it was so hard to let people know you were native, because at the time, again, like I told you back before then, it was illegal for us to do a lot of things. In some states, in some reservations, in some situations, you weren't even allowed to leave the reservation without a pass. You know, so it's like the things that it is gonna wake you up if you check these movies out, man, for real.
For sure. JKL says satellite radio should be all over this. There is a station on Sirius XM, if I remember correctly, because I listened to it. I think it's called Indigiverse. It's like 172 or something like that.
Okay.
Are you familiar with that station?
I don't know if I am or not, and if I'm not fully, I would love to get the link to that and start sharing the hell out of that, because that's definitely something we need people to know about.
Yeah, because it's definitely, when I was listening, it was definitely not playing anything fire like what we heard tonight. So,
yeah, and that's the thing too. Also, you know, again, because we're so divided in regional aspects as Native people and reservations all over the nation, including Canada, Mexico, South America, and all over the world, it's hard for us to even know we are out there doing what we're doing. Right.
Oh.
So even if you had a radio station, you may not even know who Sten Joddi is to even play him on your radio station. Right. Because we're just not out there on those big platforms where you would notice us. So again, shout out to Reservation Dogs for putting me on such a platform that gets me noticed. You feel me? Thank you so much for that.
Oh, so I was right. Okay, yeah, in Digiverse.
Dope.
Sirius XM, it was 185.
Okay.
165. 165.
165. I got you. All right, that was close.
Right on. There we go. So yeah, man, send me those links too after the show, and I'm gonna plug that. I'm gonna plug that.
Okay. So they playing A Tribe Called Red and Snotty Nose Feds Kids. That's
They might even have me on there. That'd be dope.
Yeah, hey, that's what's up. Hey, when you get interviewed on in Digiverse or whatever show they have, shout us out. Shout us out. Yeah. Show us some love, man. That's crazy. Okay, yes, is okay. So we learning everything. All right, that's cool. Good. Man, this is a great show. Oh man, we put the link on there. This is a showcase, but we still want to know which one is your favorite song. We still need to break down this last song. We got such a discussion. We still didn't say what we thought of this last artist. JS1, what you got?
Oh man, I love the visuals. I love the beat. I love the lyrics. Like I'm like, it was a how do I put this in words? It was an experience, you know what I mean? Because the visuals were telling a story. You know, he's telling a story himself, and it was just, man, it's amazing, bro. Like it's like I'm watching this stuff going like, how did I never see this before? I feel like stuff this dope, I feel like I should have experienced. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, yo, this is crazy how talented and it's just a whole, super talented, man. Just a whole nother story to be told. But like, I love the kids in the video. Like, I love all of the tradition. I love that y'all put y'all families in there. Like, all of that, man. Like, I like it when people go hard like that. I don't like all of the faking in the front and like, nah, yo, show people what's really good so people can tap into it and really want to get to know it if they genuinely interested. So I think it's fire.
That's dope, man. Much appreciated. And like I said, you know, like, Dreezus, man, just been putting on for us for a long time too, and you know, he definitely needs his flowers, his roses. as well as Chase Manhattan needs his roses, as well as Savage Family needs a roses, and you guys need your roses. I mean, you know, you're putting on an indigenous artist right here, and you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? So it's love all the way around, man.
Yeah, so I reached out to Sten. I was just like, "Hey, I want to showcase some artists and the people that you sent to us. I see why you ride with them because they are the truth. Every last one of them, it was something different, but we could still see the artistry in each one of them. It's like whoever's doing the video work and editing out there, bravo to all three because I'm blown away. We've seen some people, some just regular cats on this show with their videos, and it's just like ho hum. Oh, okay, then you did with your cell phone or some old VHS camcorder. All right, I mean, what's going on? This looks really good, and the fact there isn't a huge platform to showcase these talented people, it feels like a disservice to the skills that you all possess.
Agreed.
You know, we just trying to break into that situation, and some of us are okay with not even breaking into that situation, right? Some of
Oh,
us are okay with not having to deal with that mainstream acceptance. You know what I mean? We don't really need it. It'd be nice to be recognized on that level, and it would be nice to have a platform for our words to be heard on a bigger level. But are we going to conform and dance a the tutu on stage for you just to get the space? Nah, we cool, man. Like we're all right with or without it. We're just happy that we're getting real people to see us and recognize us and give us those moments like this on a real show with real people. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean,
not the what they want us to say and hear, right? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
no, I feel you. That's real talk. Hey, before we finish this segment, this is Sten Joddi. We're doing, and we'll be the judge of that showcase. Diva, you still there? Because if you are, I want you to tell us what you thought about that song.
Um, Honestly, I can't seem to add anything uh more than what Jay said. I mean, he was spot on with it. I will tell you that one thing that I've noticed about all three of the videos was the color. The colors, they're so rich and vibrant and everything. And I'm assuming it was done intentional. And it works, because it captures attention and everything. The visuals are very stunning. So I mean, I can't really. I'm not trying to judge none of these songs tonight. I'm sorry. They were all spectacular in my opinion. The third one was great. There was something about it that kind of put me in the mindset of I don't know if y'all remember, but it was Michael Jackson's "They Don't Really Care About Us" video.
I can
That's
see
fire.
that. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was something about it. I don't know, but
I think it's that. I think it's that hit drum
yeah,
on the Michael Jackson thing, and it's the same almost. It's almost that boom, 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 boom.
yes,
You know
yes,
what I mean?
yes,
So I think it's that. You know what I mean? I feel that.
yes.
That's why I keep her around because all the music that she knows, she's forgotten more music than I know. So I'm just like, yes, I like listening to her when she started breaking down music.
Hey, I'm the same way. I mean, I love me and my wife would just be driving, and the kids like the radio and stuff, so we just playing the radio and everything when we ride around. And I'm like, yo, that's the same bass line in a song. You're right. Like I'm like, that's an old song. They just redoing it, and trying to pretend like it's new. I'm like, everything's a damn remix now, man. Shit.
That's a fact.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right,
Bass
ladies and
lines,
gentlemen,
melodies.
I need y'all to start voting. And one of the reasons I asked the Diva to be on today, because not only because we had Sten Joddi, but our anniversary is coming up on Sunday. We'll be celebrating 18 years as of Sunday.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Let's go. Let's go.
And so it was only right that we start our anniversary week because we've done so much radio together. When she joined me and JS1 on my show, she made the show better. The Countdown, it increased tenfold just by her being there, her knowledge, and then making everything streamlined, making it function properly like a show should. And she's my ride or die. I love this woman. And it was only right that I had the Diva on this episode just to celebrate before our anniversary. So happy anniversary to my love, to my heart, to my baby girl, Carmen. I love you. Happy anniversary ahead of time. We can't do radio on our anniversary week and not be together. So thank you so much.
There we go.
Oh, love you too. You trying to get some, ain't you?
There you go. Y'all heard it here first. It's going down.
Leave it over there.
Hey, shout out to, we're keeping it 100, I guess. Shout out to Alex Gray is in the building. He said congratulations. That's awesome. And happy anniversary, y'all. Hey, appreciate it. And tell the lovely lady that I said hello as well. What's going down? So I know you got stuff to do, Diva. If you want to stick around and join the interview with Sten, you can. But handle your business. Do what you got to do. I love you.
I'll probably pop in, a little bit later, but I do have something I need to do. It's great meeting you. It was great talking to you. JS, as always, I love you. And
love you, Mama.
Mastermind, looking forward to that 18th anniversary celebration this weekend. Love you so much. Thanks for having me, and thanks for working with me today. I really appreciate it.
It's all baby. All right. It's the indie show, all things indie. Oh, look at that. Everybody's showing up. Big shout outs to Latasha. Happy 18 years to one of my favorite couples. Man, look at that.
All right. We know it.
All right. So we're gonna move on. It is time for, we've already done most of it. 101 with my homie.
Believe that it's
my pal, my friend.
You and me
It's Sten Joddi. What else can we really talk about? I like how we got deep and we weren't even really trying. We hadn't even gotten to that point yet. But I'm glad we did because everything happened the way it's supposed to happen as natural conversation, natural flow. And I like it like that.
Right on.
We have great rapport.
Yeah, man. Like that's the way it's supposed to go. You know what I mean?
All right, I'm gonna start this off relatively easy. All right, people blowing me up. So I'm gonna start this relatively easy. I'm a fan. Well, one of the things I noticed this past year or so, there has been a lot of Native American representation on television. Well, I should say an increased amount of Native American indigenous representation on television. Just a pre-question. How does that make you feel? What do you think about that?
Just as me being just me, if I wasn't a rapper and I wasn't in the light and I was just being me, man. It's crazy to be alive and to see these things actually happen for my kids. And the people, it's just been a long time coming to not be the John Wayne Indian, man. When people ask you, I grew up a lot. Like, hey, what are you? You got to be mixed, and it's like, yeah, I am mixed, I guess. I'm white and I'm native. My mom's white, my dad is full blood native. So yeah, I'm mixed, but most of the time it's, are you mixed with this? Are you mixed with that? Or are you Mexican? Are you Filipino? And it was always like the last one would be like, oh, you must be Native American, right?
Wow.
And it's like damn, so finally I'm seeing it, and I don't like to use the word renaissance, but it's like it's this coming of light moment for Native people right now. And I can't only speak for myself, but I can only assume that other natives are feeling the same proud moments that we're all having together, really, because we're all streaming these shows together when they're dropping. So it's almost like you're watching these shows with everybody, and so it is awesome to see shows like Rutherford Falls and Reservation Dogs. Even my daughter gets Molly from Denali, and yesterday a new show dropped on Netflix called.
You jumping the gun. That's what I'm talking about. Look, we on the same page. All right. So since you did that segue, all right. So this is what I want to do. First of all, JKL says it's 2022, and we are still seeing first in regards of people of color. Shaking my head. More work to do. All right. Since you brought it up, I am going to name some TV series that has Native American representation or focus just strictly indigenous characters. All right, you ready? I'm gonna name a show. I want you to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. It can be a sentence or two. Just stream of consciousness, the first thing that comes to your head. All right. I'm gonna call this first things first. All right. The first one is it's a Netflix show for kids called Spirit Rangers.
An amazing moment for indigenous children all over the world, especially the ones here in the States and Canada and stuff, man. It's a great thing.
There is a trans native wrestler. She wrestles for AEW. Her name is Nyla Rose, and she does the voice for one of those characters on that show.
Right on.
Yeah, so I'm a fan of AEW wrestling, and Nyla Rose is a great wrestler. So when she said that she was on that show, I was just like, okay, then that's what's up. Damn. All right, next show, Reservation Dogs.
Life in Oklahoma on the res, and I'll even broaden that out to pretty much every res has similarities in situations that go on in this show. It's not just only about Oklahoma, but it's about almost all reses, but definitely in Oklahoma for sure.
Oh, okay, they keep it 100. All right, and Reservation Dogs is on FX on Hulu. That's how you can watch it. They have 2 seasons. Watch them now. Stream them if you haven't. They get 2 thumbs up, 5 stars, all of that. I need you to start watching after the show is over with. Congratulations. I heard y'all got renewed. So bravo to all of you. All right. Next show, Rutherford Falls. It's on Peacock.
Man, I feel like it's, I hate to say it, but I feel like it's like the native version of like The Office mixed with Seinfeld, man. Like,
really? I haven't seen it yet. Everyone keeps telling me about Rutherford Falls.
I don't even know
all the way on Twitter. I'm always getting, hey, Rutherford Falls. I haven't watched it yet.
Man, it's on Peacock.
Yeah.
The 2 seasons are on Peacock. But yeah, I mean, that's the vibe I got. It's that really funny, awkward, like comedy, where it makes you almost like it makes you feel a little awkward, like through. You're like, am I supposed to laugh? But I'm laughing. But like, what is, So it's funny, man, and like you're almost embarrassed at times for the characters. You almost got to turn away. Like,
so you recommend it to the audience.
Yes, man. Of course. Like it is funny. Like I said, man, it is. It's funny. Man. You gotta check it out.
All right. And on AMC, there's this big budget drama based on a best selling mystery novel about fictional Navajo detectives. Put your hands together for Dark Winds. What you think about Dark Winds?
Man, feathers up in the air for that. Yo, it's crazy because I'm not Navajo, but it's dope to see like this creepy, scary, like drama filled indigenous storyline, man, where they're using the language and also just like
Yes.
the vibe of old 70s vibe where you still have those like weird moments of racism sprinkled in there, undertones and stuff that we had to deal with, and not really, we had to bite our tongues a lot of the time in wanting certain things and jobs. So it's like, again, the same struggles, bro. Like it's crazy because it's just the times, you know what I mean? And like, I just like it. I love it. I love it. I love them all.
That's one of my favorite shows, and I was hoping it would get renewed, and I think I read that it did get a season 2. And when I saw, because he's also on the lead is also on Reservation Dogs, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
McLaren.
So
Yep.
that was my
McLaren.
follow through, because I was just like, oh, it's my dude. All right, so I'm gonna watch this, not knowing what to expect. I haven't read the novels, so it got me on episode 1, and
Sucked you in, man. Me too, man.
I was hooked.
I was too. I was like, oh man, we got bank robberies, we got stuff going on, people dying, what is shootouts and stuff. I'm like, I'm liking this, you know.
So, real quick, the mysticism that's in it, that is something that's life. That's
Yeah, I mean, in certain aspects, you're going to have we have spiritual things that we do, ceremonial things that we do to protect ourselves and from bad energy. To like, you might have seen smudging in some of these shows where we're using sage and we smoke ourselves down, we wipe ourselves down, and these are some of the things that we practice because you never know what type of energy somebody is going to bring to you. And oftentimes you may even invite that energy and not meaning to invite it. When you ask somebody, hey, how are you doing today? Have you ever felt they just spill their whole life on you real quick before work starts, and then all of a sudden you have a bad day at work?
Yeah.
So them are the energies we have to watch out for, right? And not that you're not trying to be a good friend or whatever you're trying to do, but you must watch out the energy that you like invite into your home, into a conversation, any of those things. Even this conversation, you want it to be a good conversation with good energy. And so these are the type of things that show and other shows like it are tapping into. I mean, we can't, we have our own certain things that we do, and we're just letting you in a window to kind of understand the way we think and the way we approach certain things. So it's not to be disrespectful if we don't just all of a sudden be so friendly and shake hands and, hey, how you doing? And you got to understand this, not that we don't like you. It's just like we got to watch out for who we're allowing into our energy bubbles. You know what I mean? And to make sure that you cool. Like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, like, you could inadvertently bring bad energy in your world, man. And people do that all the time. And that could be family members. That can be friends. That can be, strangers, of course, but it could be anybody, man. You just gotta watch your energy,
Speaking of good energy, my man Sten Joddi is bringing that great energy, man. This show did not go the way I thought it would. It went better. Real quick, hey, it's the indie show. Sten Joddi is our special guest. This is one of my favorite episodes already. We're not even finished. I got JS1 on the board holding me down. I got my indie insiders and everybody tuned in. It's nothing but love. I really appreciate it. Speaking of love, I want to switch gears real quick because I'm looking at the clock. I want to play a game with you. All right. Okay. We call this Mastermind Game.
Let the games begin.
All right. In Mastermind Games, we just like to have fun. All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to ask, the game is called Survey Says. All right. It is a Family Feud style game. And all you have to do is answer the number one answer. All right. All right. I'm going to give you 8 questions. In order to win and defeat me, which has happened twice this season. Hold on. I'm smudging. I'm smudging everything.
Right. He's smudging down right now.
Look. All you have to do is get 4 correct. If you get 4 out of 8, you win Mastermind Games.
All right.
All right. Number one answer. 100 people in America were surveyed. All right. America was surveyed. Okay.
Let's.
All right, number one. All you have to do is get 4. I need the number one answer. All right, here we go. And also, you get there be times where I'll ask you if you want to keep your answer or go with the audience. All right. So, audience, you can play. Okay. All right. So when I say final answer, I'm gonna need your final answer. All right, here we go. First question: name something husbands often borrow from their wives. Oh wait, look, look, the hating is started already. Real quick, JKL said losing like a mug. I don't like you right now. All right, so apparently he's on your team right now. All right, here we go. Again, name something husbands often borrow from their wives.
Maybe socks.
Socks. All right. We have socks. All right. JS1, you want to get in on this?
Husbands borrow from their wives. I have no clue.
No.
The car?
Yeah, right.
So what's your final answer?
I'll go with the car.
Car. Okay. And JKL says brush. We have car. We have brush.
Oh man, that's a good one.
All right. So here we go. Brush made it, but only 4 people said it. Oh, we have another one. Latasha says keys. All right.
That might
Someone said car. Car came in at number 5. 5 people said it. Tasha said keys. Keys came in number 4. 5 people said it. The number one answer is money and credit card.
Oh hell.
Strike 1. Darn it. Darn it.
That would probably be the number one. Right.
That is definitely the number one. All right. So okay. Then shake that off. So now you know how America is acting. All right. Here we go. Number 2. Name something your boss does that you'd be fired if you did it. Name something your boss does that you'd be fired if you did it.
Show up late.
He said show up late. JS, you got something?
Man, my boss takes long lunches every daggone day. They just don't even want to come back from lunch. They just be... I don't know if they going on vacation on lunch. It's crazy.
There we go. We have come in. The Divas is with JS1. Long lunches. Joddi, he said, what did he say? Show up late. Do you want to keep show up late or you want to join the Aries over here?
I'll do the show up late. If you showing up late, you wouldn't be
able
to
show up late.
Yeah.
JKL's is stupid. He says leave early. All right, we're locking it in. Leave early actually showed up on the thing at number 3. with 10. All right, 10 people said leave early. I will say this. Your answer is either number 1 or number 2. So you have the top 2 answers. It could be the number 1 answer. JS1 and Diva, you guys are in the top 2. One of you has the number 1 answer. The number 1 answer is, with 17 people, take long lunches. Yo! Y'all hear the Diva in the background cheering? She is very happy with her answer. All right, here we go. Round 3. You still got time. All right, here we go. Round 3. Name something that will cause dehydration. Name something that will cause dehydration. And I'm laughing at Tasha. She said, Latasha said curse for the last answer. If you curse at work, you might get let go. All right.
What would cause dehydration? A walk in the desert without water.
A walk in the desert without water. Okay. Tasha says lack of water.
Right.
J. Kell says heat.
That's both my answers in one.
And the Diva says exercise.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to stick with yours, or you want to take exercise, or do you want to take lack of? Well, you already said. Well, your answer will fall under heat.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
All right. We're locking it. We're locking it in. I'm not even gonna beat around it, but yes, I am. Number 4 answer is exercise. So the Diva got exercise, but you, sir, got the number 1 answer with sun and heat. It is 34 people said sun, heat. So walking in the desert, that is hot, sir. I'm gonna let you have that one. Hey, I got a bunny that's eating corn. All right, cool. So we are on the board, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. Number 4. Name a reason people don't like to carpool.
Car smells.
Car smells.
Or the person they're pulling with.
People too nosy.
Too nosy. All
Never
right, here we go.
So,
yeah, this was a tough one. All right, I'm gonna start for the bottom. Bad drivers, like to be alone, too crowded, takes more time, smokers. Number 3 answer is annoying coworker. Well, that's number 2 answer. Number 1 answer is no independence. No independence. All right, so we move on. All right, name someone who gets paid to wear a mask. Name someone who gets paid to wear a mask.
Everybody at the hospital.
Everybody at the hospital.
A doctor.
I'm not even gonna mess around. Surgeon. Number 1 answer. There you go. That's 2 wins for you, brother. We have 3 questions left. You need to get 2 of them in order to win. No pressure. No pressure. You know, do what you got to do. You learn from failure sometimes, so it's all gravy. All right. Name something that contains the word Mac. M-A-C. Name something that contains the word Mac.
Like, there's a million things, but Big Mac would probably be the first one.
He has Mac.
Mac and cheese.
He says Big Mac. He says mac and cheese.
And if I was from the Bay, I'd be like Mac Dre.
I love it. Yeah, we didn't. They didn't survey any Mac Dre fans, so I can let you know that didn't make the cut. So
mac and cheese.
So mac and cheese. J. Kell says mac and cheese. So we got 2 people saying mac and cheese. and then we have you saying Big Mac.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Big Mac.
You gonna stick with Big Mac?
Yeah, yeah.
You can say MacBook.
Brainwash everybody.
You can say MacBook.
So the number one answer. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna let y'all know. Macintosh Apple was number 6. McDonald's was number 5.
Okay.
Macintosh Computer was number 4. Macintosh was number 3.
God damn.
Once again, you guys are 1 and 2. One of y'all has the number one answer.
Probably mac and cheese.
You want to keep your answer? You want to switch?
Yeah, I'm keeping mine. I'm sticking with it. I'll ride or die.
There you go, ride or die. The number one answer with 48 people saying it, not including JKL's and JS1, is macaroni. Macaroni is the number one answer.
Wait a minute.
All right, here we go. Last two. Name something many politicians do that's wrong. Name something many politicians do that's wrong.
Oh my.
Lie.
Yeah, that's about it.
Steal. Cheat.
Hey, that's the number one answer. Lie.
Yeah, lie.
Lie. 54 people said it. We don't even care what the rest of the answers are. This is it. It's come down to question number 8.
All right.
Can he get it? Name something a divorced person does to get over an ex. Name something a divorced person does to get over an ex. Think about it, because you can win Mastermind Games by getting this correctly. It's coming down to the last question. While I was giving you the question, the diva shouted out, yes, she said, get another one. That was her answer.
That was my answer too.
What's your answer?
That was the same one. I was going to say that.
All right. And online dating is what JKL says. What about you, JS1?
Sex.
Sex.
That's about it.
All right.
That's it.
That's it.
I'm not going to beat around the bush. I've already lost twice this season, and I'm not really trying to lose anymore, but sometimes the universe conspires against you and doesn't want things to go your way. The number one answer is date, remarry. Ladies and gentlemen, my man Sten Joddi wins Mastermind Game.
Okay.
Congratulations. All that good energy that you put out today has come back.
Ho.
Last season, people couldn't buy a win. This season, everybody, it's just like, you get a win, you get a win, you get a win.
Just giving them
out
away.
here. I'm good.
Maybe you should switch up games, bro. It's not working out for you. Get a new one.
Yeah, well, eventually, I'm going to do that.
Hey, man, you
caught me slipping.
I'm getting the cut sign, so I'm going to have to roll out, man.
That's cool. Well, what I wanted to do is I want to do a segment called Last Word. Last word. I want you to kick your shouts and say your last words and everything.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it like that.
Big blessings. Thank you. My last words is thank my wife and my kids for always having my back. Thank the creator for putting me out here. And thank the people for fucking with me. And I really appreciate the love and the support and you know, the opportunity to come on your show and talk. And this gives another opportunity for people to know who I am and what I'm about, man. And I appreciate you. And I really thank you very much.
No doubt. Before you go, tell everybody about your concert that's coming up, just in case they want to tap in.
So this Friday, October 14th, downtown Tulsa, Oklahoma, at the Shrine. I'm putting on a show, man. We got a couple of local artists coming in, and you know they're gonna tear it up, man. And I'm gonna come out there. I'm gonna do my thing, and I'm gonna give the people a dope ass show. So I hope to see as many people as I can out there. And it's home. So I'm coming back home to do a show. So I can't wait.
$10, right?
Yeah, $10 tickets, man. You know what I mean?
Get a whole bunch of them. Just get a whole gang of tickets, y'all. Let's go. Sell out the Shrine, people. $10 a ticket. Hey, put your hands together for my main man, Sten Joddi. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, everything. Nothing but continued blessings to you, brother.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Have a blessed day, man. Thank you, everybody.
For sure.
Mado.
My man, Sten Joddi in the building. Thank you all for tuning in. JS1, it's the last word. What you got to say, homie?
Yo, first of all, happy anniversary to you and the Diva. You know what I'm saying? I love both of you guys, man. Yeah, y'all are an inspiration to us out here in the wayward woods, single and not being able to find nobody. So you give us that little bit of hope that one day we could too have 18 years with somebody. So shout out to y'all for that. And then shout out to everybody that's been with us as we go into our second hour. You know what I mean? Actually, we've already completed the second hour going, never want to end the show. And, yeah, man, hope y'all guys vote and tap in.
Now, did you hear the Diva? She out here co-signing. You didn't have to add in all that extra stuff about us running long and everything. That was not necessary.
You went so long, the guest had to leave.
With the love, and then you be like, jam.
Yo, the guest was like, yo, I'm getting the cut sign. Yeah, like, yes, 2 hours. They like, man, what are you doing? They think y'all about to get married. Y'all online so long. So you about to divorce
my man, look, he kept on talking. It was good stuff. It changed the dynamic of the show, but it's cool. I had a good time. Thank you, JS1. Great show today. Thank you to my lovely wife. Our special guest for coming in, guest host, the Diva. It's all gravy. J. Kales, Latasha, Alex, my man Heath that was listening. Love Diva. You was on my list, but you're good now. Thank you and Nubian Queen. Thank you. And everybody else that was watching online. We love y'all. We're out of here. Be on the lookout for the podcast because you want to review this. And that's all I got. I love y'all. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day yesterday, and happy Mental Health Month, Mental Health Day. Talk to somebody if you need to talk to somebody. We love you. Peace out.
Hey, yo, it's about that time, man. The Indie Show. My main man, Mastermind. The Indie Show, indeed, the flow sickening. Masterminded by Mastermind, the plot thickens. Good riddance to other pies, the odds against them. Tuesday at 8 p.m., we back in business. Key is in the building, Jay is in the building. Giving the feeling that most of y'all been missing. All things indie, is it banging or whack? Can't call it, but we'll be the judge of that. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Majorly we envy, ain't no canceling this. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Majorly we envy, ain't no canceling this.